Good morning, good morning. It is Tuesday at 10:30. I'm Evidential Medium Stacy Needenthal. This is Connecting to Spirit with Stacy and Tuesday Talks. Good morning, good morning. I wait till you all come in. Let me know that you are here. Say hello. Hello, hello. There we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Sorry, I thought I had my volume down. I don't always see comments, so I wanted to also put it up on my phone so that I could see. So let me know that you're here. Say hello. Oh my goodness. It is a rainy spring Tuesday, but the flowers are starting to bloom and the grass is getting green, and this is ultimately my favorite time of year. But good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So we're going to talk about a couple things today. But first, I wanted to talk about some events that are coming up. So if you're interested in spiritual enlightenment, alignment, I'm running a Zoom class. There is a class May 22nd, June 2nd through the 4th. I will be in Bel Air, Maryland with private and an intimate group, as well as being at Made Me Mine for a craft and then a platform speaking. June 11th, a past life regression in a salt cave at a wake spa in Chambersburg. Let's see here. June 25th, we're doing an intimate group reading, also in the salt cave at a wake spa. The 30th, a past life regression at Kwangong, I always have a hard time saying it, by Christine in Gettysburg. July 28th through 30th, private in Bel Air, Maryland. Intimate group on the 29th. The 30th will be at Haven at Havre de Grace. And then back in August at the Grazing Room, intimate groups, August 11th through the 12th. All of this information is on my website, as well as in events on Facebook, on my group, and on my page. I welcome you all to join the events and come and experience what it's like to have a reading done and to share in the blessings of messages from the other side. So, hello, good morning, good morning. It's so good to see you all this morning. So, I've been reading the book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and there was a sentence in there that I had to really kind of think about for a minute. And it says, nobody's life is entirely free of pain and sorrow. Isn't it a question to live with them rather than trying to avoid them? And in this book, there's so many powerful chapters with unbelievable words and readings that make perfect sense to add into the daily habit, but then can also be difficult to achieve. Have you ever heard somebody just say to you, well, just don't worry about it? Well, that sounds simple. Well, just don't worry about it. Well, how do you do that? And I believe that in this world full of humans, that we rise and we fall, and we achieve and we fail. And it's this continuous loop of learning. And and sorrow is also included in this part of life, but so is happiness and joy. It's that joy and growth. And what we attract is fueled by what we focus on. Sorry, I'm losing here we go. Let me do this. I have a lot to say today. So what we attract is fueled by what we focus on. Our mind goes where our mind wants it to go. Have you ever just stopped and said to yourself, oh my God, quit thinking about that. Why am I thinking about that? Stop it. It's hard to stay focused all the time on positivity. It's hard to always think this is the right thing, and you make the decisions, and it's that snap decision and you just know that it's right at the time. Well, if you've been studying spiritual enlightenment, if you are on your spiritual path, it always says stay present. So what is happening right now? What is the world dishing out to me right now? What am I learning right now? What do I need to do right now? Not tomorrow, not yesterday, but right now. Have you ever really tried all day for one day? You know what? 1 hour to just stay present, to be mindful of what's going on right now, that your mind doesn't wander back to a past memory or it doesn't worry about a future um, opportunity that's coming up. You're present. You just stay right here, right now. It's difficult. It's hard. Eckhart Tolle also said that the greatest part of human pain is unnecessary. So I had to really think about that for a minute. I wonder, does he mean the all-consuming thoughts that haunt our mind, that's the unnecessary part? The flashbacks of the pain that triggers you from something that is present. An unconscious mind would be an unconscious, unnecessary part because our mind just goes, oh, bright, shiny object, or oh, look how you failed at this. Oh, look at what you didn't do. Look at what you have to do. How are you going to do this? So I like to reflect on good memories and events in my life. And I wonder why they're not just sprinkled with glistening sparks of joy in my head instead of things that trigger me. Why is my brain trained to go in that direction? Have you ever noticed that if someone comes to you with a good opportunity or a good idea, we think to ourselves, what's the ultimatum? We think to ourselves, where's the small print? Our mind is trained to be defensive. So I want to break it down. And I break down some of my most haunting pain is caused by the loss of a joyful memory that I once experienced. Let me say that again. So the haunting pain is caused by the loss of some of the most joyful experiences that I once had. Grief is one of these triggers. I'm homesick for what was. The second part of the quote, he said, isn't it a question to live with them, pain and sorrow, rather than trying to avoid them? It's that walking through the pain and the sorrow. It's that those waves of grief that come through. So as I think about this, Mother's Day just passed. It was Sunday. It's a time to celebrate motherhood. And I lament that it's also a reminder of the mothers who are no longer on this earth, or the mothers whose children are now in spirit. It's the twisting and turning of the emotions, but it's meant to celebrate mothers, but it can also bring pain and sorrow. Did you experience any of this? I mean, which was it for you? Were you celebrating or was it a trigger? I had a little bit of both. I mean, all three of my kids contacted me and, my daughter showed up with flowers and chocolate and slippers. It's just, but the thought in my mind is my mother is no longer with me, you know? So for my Mother's Day, it's a little bit of both. But I know for other people, it's really heartbreaking and gut-wrenching because their mother is no longer with them, or they no longer feel as if they are a mother because they have lost a child. Or God bless the mothers who so badly want to be a mother, but for some reason cannot. So I want to give you a little bit of information about Mother's Day. Did you know that Mother's Day was started in 1905 by a woman in West Virginia, Anna Jarvis? Her mother passed away May 9th, and she wanted to create a circle of women to celebrate her mother. So she had this celebration of all these women to talk about stories to honor her mother. And in 1914, President Woodrow Wilson signed a bill to recognize it as a national holiday. So It's recognized, and we think about Mother Earth, so it's the nurturing of the earth, right? So Mother's Day, before Anna Jarvis did this, Mother's Day was started as an anti-war movement. Julia Ward Howe had aimed to promote Mother's Peace Day. These were early attempts for mothers to find peace in the chaos. So it reminds me of the triggers that maybe I had or the triggers that other people had, that this was the original intention of Mother's Day. Ann Jarvis had mentioned, or before her passing, she had regretted how commercialized Mother's Day had gotten. When she first honored her mother, she sent 500 white carnations to the church in honor of her mother, and she compared the shape of the flower to the life cycle of a mother's love. She stated quite firmly, it's not about the cards or the gifts. It's all about love. It's all about nurturing. It's all about compassion. The positive contributions that motherhood and that maternal bond create to create family. Now, whether it is, your blood that is your family, but we all have family. Friends become family that need nurture or nurture us. It is a day to honor both the physical and the spiritual nurturing of mothers, of the divine mothers, the ones that created these earthly spirit guides that instilled faith and values to foster a connection to something greater that we may not completely understand or know, but to have unconditional love to nurture us. So whether we are mothers or daughters or sons, we may live in the pain and the sorrow that we no longer feel classified as such. But instead of avoiding it, live with it as a reminder, the good and the bad, to live through it one day at a time instead of avoiding it. I tell you that death is not final. We will reunite with our mothers or our children who have passed. For those unable to have children, I truly believe that you will see so many blessings from the actions that you have done to nurture the motherless children, those who are in need of a listening ear or a hug or a hand up. So I want to talk to you. I want to read two quotes to you. And I really want this to touch your heart. If you feel drawn, close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, but absorb these words. Women without children are also the best of mothers, often because they have more patience and interest and saving grace that the constant relationship with a child cannot sustain. And then two, there is something about losing a mother that it is permanent and unexpressive, a wound that will never heal. Mothers hold their children's hands for a short while, but their hearts forever. You are my home and my mother, and I have no home but in you. And I want you to think about your very first home. It was in the womb. That's where your little cocoon of love started, where the only person that you knew was the person who held you in their body. And whether your relationship was beautiful with this person or estranged, you are still a nurturing, beautiful human being that can continue to nurture others and to care for others unconditionally. As we live, we also grieve, and time passes. But you know what? Beautiful souls touch our lives, and they leave beautiful memories. The goal is, in life, to live in those memories instead of avoiding them, to find the grace and the joy of the things that you once had and continue to have, to honor them and love them and talk about them, whether they are of this world or not of this world, to laugh and to cry and to reflect the memories that live within you, because their beautiful soul touched your heart and your beautiful soul touched their heart. This is the power of now, honoring them now, talking to them now. They're only a whisper away. So on this Mother's Day, on this past Mother's Day, it was Sunday, today's Tuesday, I just want you to reflect back and think about all the mothers, the grandmothers, the mother figures, the children, the child figures that have touched your lives. I want you to think about some of the memories and how you grew into the person that you are today. How nurturing you are or should be or can be. How graceful and grateful the blessings of this earth have given you and provided you with things. But thinking in the now, not worrying about the past or regretting the past and not worrying about the future, but what I am grateful for right here, right now. Being in the now. As the quote said, hold on, nobody's life is entirely free from pain and sorrow. Isn't it a question to live with them rather than to try to avoid them? I agree. I agree. And the unconscious mind will bring things up at the most unopportune times. But it's allowing yourself to feel into that love, to feel into that pain and sorrow, but find the joy in the chaos. Because when I look at Mother's Day and why it was created by Julia Ward Howe, it was aimed at promoting a Mother's Day of peace. A day of peace. To just be able to breathe in the sunlight, to be able to relax your shoulders, to be able to enjoy the right here, right now. And if you missed that opportunity on Sunday, guess what? Today's a new day. Celebrate the nurturer, the loving mother that's within you. Celebrate the people who nurtured you into the place that you are right now. And just kind of give a wink of thanks and let that joy just glisten around you. Because you're a beautiful child of the divine, whether it be an earthly mother or the godly. You are a child of the divine. Celebrate that. Allow yourself to feel the pain when you need to, but also find the joy in the chaos and in the structure and in the learning process and the creating process. But feel it and allow yourself to just be present in the now. All right, guys. Short and sweet today. But I felt like I couldn't come Tuesday, the day after Mother's Day, without talking about Mother's Day. But I also felt like we needed to talk more about being in the now, being present. You hear me talk about that all the time. Be present. What's going on right now? How do I feel right now? Not what happened yesterday, what's going to happen tomorrow. Right now, what am I in control of right now? Feel it. Live it. Enjoy it. Release it. Whatever you need to do, be that for yourself. And release that. It's almost like that pre-war or that war within yourself. And grant yourself a day of peace today and always. All right, guys. I pray that each and every one of you are living the life you love and you're loving the life you live. If not, You're the only one that can change it. Give yourself permission to grant a day of peace for yourself. Acknowledge that life is not free from pain and sorrow. You live with it. You figure it out. You keep moving forward. All right, guys. Don't forget tonight's podcast, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Bold Brave Media or my YouTube channel, Connecting to Spirit. But I will see you tonight. And next week, I'll give you a little hint. Next week on Bold Brave Media, I'm doing a call-in show, a live angel card reading call-in where we can talk. So you'll want to be a part of that. All right, guys. I will talk to you next week. I love you so much. I truly do. Maybe I'm that nurturing mother to you, or maybe you're the nurturing mother to me. But I love you, and I will talk to you next week or see you tonight. Bye-bye.